everyone, I'm Vixen and welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited to talk about the brand new Dress to Impress fashion dolls and fashion packs coming out later this year in 2026. I did a video last year about the first wave of 12-inch fashion dolls and I was super impressed with them. Fat Mojo has actually never produced dolls before, so the fact that they are so well made and well articulated. But today I'm going to be going into some photos and leaked content of brand new dolls and fashion packs that are coming out later this year. And I am an owner of a couple of the Dress to Impress dolls myself. I absolutely love them. I think that they are really well made and fashionable. So let's get into discussing the brand new doll and fashion pack lines. So first I'm going to be talking about the fashion packs and then going into the dolls. First up, we have this fashion pack for the Bubblegum Gal doll, and I think it is so sweet and adorable. She has this blue, almost water patterned strapless dress. I love that the pattern is just like barely noticeable, but it's super pretty. Then she has on this sheer cropped shawl that is this yellow color with hibiscus flowers printed all over it. And then the cuffs are this bright pink faux fur, which is very Y2K, Zara Larsson, Gyaru. It's just so pretty. It also comes with this little hair clip that is a bow with a star in the middle, and I think that's a really cute detail. Then her shoes are these very bright yellow platform boots with pink fur around the cuffs, and then they tie in the front. Overall, I think this is a super cute outfit. It is very vibrant and summer feeling. I absolutely love the lean into her hair color and her aesthetic, and I think this is a really cute fashion pack. Next, we have this leopard print two-piece moment for the Y2K pop star doll. I dress up in Y2K fashions myself, and I absolutely love the bring back of the animal prints. So her top is this tube top with these cutout details to show some skin. And it's really well done. There's actually this kind of stitching detail in the center of all of those cuts, and it looks really cute. Her skirt is very short and has this peplum ruffle detail that kind of makes it look more poofy and exaggerated, and I think it's really cute. The leopard print pattern is also really good. I like that it wasn't, some pink or it was backed on white. I really like that it's this brown and it keeps the color theme really close together. Her shoes, although they're simple, are really cute and effective. They're these platform heels that are just strapped across the top. I really like them, and they're really versatile too for other dolls as well. Then her purse is this really simple black leather purse with a white it's like a button, I think, or some sort of pin, which is really cute. And it has this texturing detail where it's stitched across in diamonds, and I think that that's a very on brand for the Y2K dolls and also the Y2K fashion. This is one of my favorite base dolls, and I think that this fashion pack is really cute. Here is the fashion pack for the Stardust Softie doll. I love the silhouette of this dress. It is very in theme with the ballet fashion that's coming back into trends. I really like that it has this heart pattern in the center of the dress and also throughout the skirt. The layering of the tulle is really nice and gives the dress some volume. Her shoes, again, just like the last doll, are pretty simple, but I think that they're effective and you can swap them out with other dolls and it would be no problem at all. She also has a thick pink headband and big heart-shaped hoop earrings to match with it. The one gripe I do have is she has this sort of bow necklace, and I really wish it was fabric. I understand that, the plastic accessories are easier and it would snap around her neck, so that's just, for playability's sake, it makes more sense. But if it were just like a little satin ribbon tied in a bow, I think it would be absolutely gorgeous. The last fashion pack on the roster is actually for a brand new doll coming out this year, and her name is Sweet Romance. I adore this fashion pack. It is very coquette, very cottagecore looking, and I love that it's done in a dark color palette, and we don't see that very often. So this dress is a very corseted black and red patterned dress. It does have a bit of that ballerina skirt moment where it poofs out on the sides. It has these fabric, satiny really like sleeveless looking straps across the top of the dress, and I think that they are gorgeous. She has these strappy heels that go all the way up to the bottom of her knee, and they tie in the back with a bow. And then she also comes with a fan to accent the dress. I really like this fashion pack. I think the dress is really detailed and beautiful. I do think more could be done for like the fan and the shoes, since the other fashion packs came with accessories like headbands, earrings, you know. So I think that they could have had some painted details on the shoes or on the fan, but otherwise I really like the dark color palette on this coquette dress. Now we are getting into some of the in real life photos of the Dress to Impress dolls being shown off. These photos are from Seeing Mount, so shout out to you. Thank you so much for sharing these on the internet. We have an entire lineup of brand new Mystery Models dolls, the little mini ones, but also a brand new set of full 12-inch fashion dolls. On the left are 3 of the new dolls that I'm going to be talking about in just a minute. And then on the bottom shelf in the right picture are some additional dolls that don't actually have names, but will be released. And so I think it's always cool to see these in real life and what they look like. So let's get into the brand new dolls coming out. The first new doll I'm talking about, which I already teased earlier, is the Sweet Romance doll. I am blown away by the pattern in her hair. I absolutely love how it's this very thick, curly texture, and it's done in this really pretty updo to accent the headband. She has a really gorgeous salmon pink off-the-shoulder dress that has this kind of floof out moment again. It's very fantasy, like it reminds me of the early 2000s Barbie movies. It just is giving like fairy tale princess. I love it. She has these over the knee really tall sheer stockings, and again just some very simple platform boots, but I think it works since her dress does most of the talking. She also comes with a fur shawl that goes around her shoulders and a little masquerade mask. Her makeup is very sweet and innocent. She's got a dark lip and then just has some grayish pink eyeshadow going on, and she has a very simple expression on her face. I love this doll. This is one of the first dolls that actually got me interested in Dress to Impress, and now that she comes with those fashion packs like we just saw, I am really excited to see her in person. I think this doll is going to be a fan favorite. This is Winter Rose. This doll has almost knee-length wavy blonde hair, and I really like her face up. She has very light, sharp eyes, and then some soft blushing and a nude pink lip. It works really well with her hair color and her color palette overall. She has this gorgeous strapless dress with a bow in the center. She even has this kind of scallopy lace moment going on at the very top. Across the front of the dress, she has this bead of pearls kind of going across in this swoop, which is very cute. The sleeves on the dress are actually separate pieces, and they kind of come together and bloom out, and they're accented by these little roses. And from this picture, they're fabric roses, and so that's really cool. Her skirt is a bit asymmetrical. It has some pieces of the tulle that flow a little further down, so I love that. Her purse is this fabric looking heart with a bow in the center. I think that's super cute. And her boots are these very tall, laced up, almost like a gray purple color, and I think that that color is so underused in fashion dolls, and it looks really, really good. And then she also has a matching gray purple headpiece that is some flowers, and then she also has a solid choker plastic neck piece here. Overall, this doll is super pretty, and I absolutely love the bag and the shoes. They're the best part of this, honestly. The last of the box dolls that we saw so far is this girl, Lovely Hearts. She is such an interesting doll. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what her aesthetic is supposed to be, but I really like the color palette here. She's got a very dark, muted pink dress that has this sweetheart neckline and then a gemstone right in the center. Her sleeves are very fairy tale. They're this sheer, kind of like white fabric that puffs out from the sides and then comes in and has some nice, like almost beading or scalloping detail right along the bottom, which is super pretty. Her purse is this wavy ribbon purse, which is Such a cool mold. Again, I do wish there were some painted details on it, but I totally understand. Her stockings are these just nude colored stockings all the way up until you get to the knee. And then they have this like dark pink ruffle moment, and it also has some beading around it, which is really pretty. Her shoes are these steel-toed looking heels, and I love that there's some silver incorporated into the front. That's just so pretty. And then they're tied up and kind of strappy around the ankle. She also has a bit of a crown that's like right here in the center of her bun, and then some simple pink jewelry, but I think that she's really cute. Maybe she's supposed to be like, you know, a play on Valentine's Day or like a princess, but she's just super cool and interesting. Up next, I'm going to be showing off dolls that don't have confirmed names or inbox pictures just yet, but I think it's important to share since they were photographed in real life, and I think that they're some pretty cool dolls in here. Some people speculate that these might be characters from the game, but I don't actually know any of the Dress to Impress lore, so please forgive me. They speculate that the doll on the far left might be Lena, which again, I don't know who that is, but if it ties in with the lore of the game, that's pretty cool. I really like her very simple, casual look. I think a lot of dolls lack this kind of simple but high fashion casual look, and this does it really well. Her hair is definitely a bit of a mess. I bet somebody kind of like picked up and played with her a little bit, but she has waist length black hair and glasses, a cropped white tank top. She has these wide leg jeans with a black belt across, and then those platform black heels. On her right is this very Y2K Miami penthouse girl. I really love her curly updo. I think it's super pretty. She has this zebra print and hot pink dress with a gold belt around the waist. She also has a faux fur boa in hot pink around her arms, and then she also has a pair of heels that remind me of Fashion Fever Barbies, and they are hot pink and have zebra detailing all along the bottom. The last doll that doesn't have a name yet is this very mermaid looking doll. She has some kind of like subtle ginger looking hair, and she has a very bikini looking top with a scalloped edge. It's white, pink, and blue. I also really like all of the white kind of pearly jewelry, especially around her neck and her arms. And then she has that really cool pearly belt with the swooping kind of design on it. Her skirt is very mermaid as well. It's this layered teal skirt that's longer in the back than in the front, and then she has these kind of beachy sandals going on. I hope that within the next couple months, we can see more about these dolls and if they're going to release with the rest of them this year, and if we can get confirmed names for them as well. Here is the complete lineup of confirmed fashion packs and dolls for the Dress to Impress doll line. I think these look absolutely gorgeous, especially when you stack them up all next to each other. And this is a really exciting time for doll brands that are kind of breaking into that video game market. So I'm really excited to see how this doll line grows and expands and how popular it becomes. Overall, I'm really excited about the Sweet Romance doll. I think both of her looks are just super cute. And of course, Winter Rose is also going to be a fan favorite and is a complete favorite of mine. But let me know what you think about these dolls and fashion packs. They're relatively not mainstream, and so I always appreciate when people talk about these. But again, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like doll or toy content, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye y'all.